Western I will ever love and watch. So your girl ain't reading right now. She's watching Tombstone. My all-time favorite Western. Loved it as a child. Love it as an adult. Don't mind the boxes. We're moving houses. We're not moving far. Just right up the street. We're going to stay in the same town. We're just moving houses. Oh, I love this movie. Oh my god, Doc Holliday. He's my favorite character in this movie. So your girl ain't reading right now. I'm watching Tombstone, so I'm gonna get back to watching Tombstone, and I might read later on. So, yeah. Bubbles! Woo! That's so cool, Humbug! Ah! They're hitting Mom! Let's see if I can get the bubbles on camera. Yeah? Let's see if I can get the bubbles on camera. You ready? Woohoo! Bubbles! Yay! Bubbles! Woo! That's so cool, Humbug. Whoa, look at that one. Okay, hold on, don't jump. You're gonna spill the bubbles if you jump. Oh, the wind knocked you all over. The wind keeps knocking you all over, but I'm out here blowing bubbles with my little guy. And then I'm going to read some more of Pining with You, I believe it's what it's called. It's a Gravity Falls book. I'm 20% into it. I'm about ready to be on chapter 3. 19 pages in. I'm reading it on the Kindle. Got it through the library. As you do know, I got one of the first Gravity Falls chapter books from Bonnie for my birthday last year. So I found out that Pining with You was on Libby, so I requested it and got it, and now I'm reading it. I do want to eventually own it to go with my other Gravity Falls books that I have. But I'm really enjoying this so far. It's super cute. So it's just Dipper pining over Wendy as usual. So he's got this whole step-by-step list of how he's going to get Wendy to fall in love with him. So, I mean, if you've ever seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. This is based off of one of the episodes, of course, like the other book was based off of one of the episodes. So this is just Dipper trying to find his chance to get Wendy to go out with him and like him, basically. That's what this is. And as you can still tell, I've still got residual sickness still, like, in my nasal. I might take some more NyQuil tonight. Like, I totally feel fine and everything. I have my energy back. I don't feel sick. I just sound sick. So it's just residual sickness. It looks like it's gonna rain. I don't know. It's pretty, like, as you can see, cloudy and kind of muggy out right now. I might go inside, start reading some more of Pining with You, and or do something with little guy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But he's been cooped up for the last couple days in the house, and I figured he could come outside and play with the bubbles that Bonnie sent us from her wedding, which I'm super grateful, and really Sebastian's grateful that he has something to do. I do want to get like a bubble machine because I lightheaded from only doing half of this little bottle, so totally need to get him a bubble machine for this summer. And summer officially hits in the next couple days, and I can totally feel it. So I'm gonna get off here, get little guy cleaned up, put him in the house, take my mom's dog in the house, and we're gonna read some Pining with You today. That's my goal. When I finish Pining with You, I'm gonna pick up and finish Suspended by Jason Reynolds. But so far, I'm veering off of my TBR because, not that I don't want to read them, I do want to read them, but these ones sound a lot better than what I picked for my TBR. So, alright, I will chat with y'all later. Bye! Hey friends, yes, I'm in the bathroom. Little guy's taking a bath. So I just finished Pining Away, Gravity Falls. Right now, it's gonna jump to a second part of the story because there's 2 episodes in each book. So this is the second part. So in Pining Away, of course, Dipper was trying to figure out how to get Wendy to like him and how to dance with him, and he kept making copies of himself. If you didn't know, this copy machine that they went to was magical. Every time you scanned like yourself, you would make another version of yourself. So he made about 10 Dippers. They all eventually realized that they wanted to dance with Wendy and be the person with Wendy, and they all ended up fighting, and to get them to disappear, Dipper shot like one of those party confetti things, and as we all know, some of them are super duds, and you don't really get that much, but the smoke that came out of it floated up and hit the sprinkler system. And if you know, when you get paper wet, it dissolves and everything. So the sprinkler system caused all but one clone Dipper to dissolve, and him and the first clone that he ever made, which was Tyron, he always wanted to be called Tyron instead of Dipper, so he named his clone Tyron. So him and Tyron had a heart-to-heart, and they realized Mabel was right all along. Maybe I should have just been normal to talk to Wendy normally. And they started to have, like, drink a soda. And when the clone drank the soda, it made him dissolve from the inside out. And then he's like, for me, stop being a big doofus and just be yourself around Wendy, and you'll get her then. During this whole time, Mabel was having a dance-off with Pacifica. And Pacifica is that girl that everyone hated. She was the mean girl of the town. I absolutely hate her. She's a little, like, I wanted to punch her. Even watching the show, I hate Pacifica. She does redeem herself, which is good. But in this, she was really mean to Mabel, and Mabel found 2 new friends, Candy and Grinda. And if you watched the show before, you know Grinda kind of has a deep voice. Candy's kind of kooky, weird out there. They're kids. So she was dancing for, like, not for their friendship, but she was dancing because she didn't like that Pacifica was making fun of them. So they ended up doing like a clap-o-meter, and Zeus was like the meter with his hands, and they were on a tie, and Pacifica couldn't stand a tie, so she seen Old Man McGuffet sleeping, so she woke him up, and he just started clapping because he was startled, and Pacifica won that way. And so one thing led to another, and Mabel's like, I'm sorry guys, I understand if you want to leave, I understand if you don't want to be friends. And Candy and Brenda are like, well, we're going to call our mom, and we're going to have a sleepover. And Mabel's like, what? They're like, yeah, you are totally rocking, girl, you're the best. And then that's how their friendship became like their big old bond and everything, which was super cute and adorable. Wendy ended up meeting up with Robbie again, her boyfriend, her on and off again boyfriend. And before all this happened, though, with Dipper and his clones, Dipper actually had a decent conversation with Wendy, and he found out that Wendy was taller than all of her brothers, and she was kind of goofy looking and weird. And he was like, oh, we're both freaks, because he has a birthmark on his forehead in the shape of the constellation of the Big Dipper. That's how he got his nickname Dipper. If you don't know, now you know. But yeah, so I'm about ready to start part 2 of this book. I am 52% into this, as you can see. So I'm going to start part 2, and I will chat with you when I finish part 2. Okay, bye. Sebastian, you're too loud. Stop, babe. Hey friends, so yesterday I read some more of Sisminid from Miles. I made it to page 105, Fire Drill. I've just been reading right now. So what's been happening so far is his dad wanted to take him to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial in DC. His spider sense is going off. He got a poem back from the girl he likes, Alicia. His uncle Aaron, his son Justin, I think his name is, found him and he realized that his uncle's son is in jail. So he's trying to convince his dad to go to the correctional place so he could see his cousin. He's in school suspension right now, where we're at in the book. They just had a fire drill, so now everyone's outside, and he's following the librarian. I presume he wants to talk to her again about more superstitions about spiders and stuff. She did say a really cool one about spiders. I didn't mark it in the book because my husband is going to read this, and I don't want to mark up in the book if he's going to read it. So, I did write it down in my reading journal, which is in the room, and I really don't feel like going back there and getting it. So, Sebastian, stop, please. So I also did finish Pining Away yesterday. I gave it a 5 out of 5 for sure. I love Gravity Falls, and it just, when I was reading the last episode of that book, so it was just talking about how it was introducing Gideon, and when I was reading Gideon's parts, I of course heard his voice because I've seen that show I don't know how many times. So yeah, it was Gideon trying to get Mabel to go out with him, and she realized that she couldn't say no. She just wanted him like as a girlfriend, basically, like just someone to hang out with and go shopping with and stuff like that. But Gideon really loves her, and Dipper told Gideon that Mabel didn't want to see him no more, and then Gideon's like, oh my god, you're coming between us. So he wanted to exact revenge on Dipper, and that's how he starts hating Dipper. And they seen that Gideon does have powers, because if you watch it, his little not bow tie, but his little tie thing that he got from Bill. I think his name is Bill, the triangle guy. So yeah, it was a really good, and it just really made me want to watch Gravity Falls last night for sure. I didn't end up watching it though. My son fell asleep watching We Were Bears, and I watched Scooby-Doo after I finished Pining Away. But I'm going to continue to read Miles. I'm really tired right now, but I'm going to continue to read Miles. I'm going to try to finish it. Then I'm going to finish the audio for Tomorrow Times 3. My husband dropped it off for me because it needed to be returned back to the library today, but I do have the audio, so I'm going to finish the audio. And then I got the audio last night for Fourth Wing, so I really want to listen to that. I would rather read it, but I'll listen to it because everyone keeps talking about it, and I want to see what everyone's talking about. I have heard everyone say that they love it. I have only heard one person say that they don't like it, and they went in for just dragons, and all it was romance, so we'll see what happens. And I think I do also have the audio for the third Bromance Book Club book, so after I read those two, I'll probably pick that one up because I do want to read the fourth one. Even more so now because I was talking to Alicia, and she said that she finished it and loved it, and it was her favorite one. And throughout the whole series, I've only read the first two, but throughout the whole series so far, I have liked the Russian. So the fourth book is about him. But I'm going to read some more of Miles. If I don't finish it today, it's okay. But I will be picking up tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And I will update you probably tomorrow on all my reading. This is the end of the vlog. Remember to be kind to each other, always be safe out there, and always go on your next book adventure. And if you made it this far, leave a spider emoji for Spider-Man.